Assalamualaikum and good day. I am Sorainy Ibrahim. You can call me Teacher Sorainy. For today's video, we're going to discuss about the select and use technology for teaching and learning, specifically the QR code. This topic is useful for us, especially that we are a future educator. So let's begin. When you read this quote from George Couros, what comes in your mind? Technology will never replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of great teachers is transformational. This explains that kahit anong galing mong magturo or kahit gaano pa ka-advance yung technology, kung hindi ka marunong gumamit nito, wala rin siyang silbi. Pero kung ang teacher ay magaling at marunong siya gumamit ng technology, it will be effective. Okay? Class, please always remember, avoid coming late and taking advantage absences in class so that you won't miss our discussion and activities. Second, there will be always additional points to the students who participate, and raise your right hand if you have concern and want to participate. Is that clear? Okay. Before we proceed on our discussion, let us assume that you will be going to answer this activity or the motivation. What comes in your mind when you see this picture? Please write your answer in the manila paper and assign one or two members to explain what you have understand. I will be giving you 10 minutes for this activity. So, assuming that you have already presented your output. Before we discuss, let us first discuss these objectives. At the end of this lesson, the students will be able to know the selection and use ICT tools for teaching and learning. So as a future educator, you must also know what would be the appropriate technology that you would use to discuss. Second, to show the importance of selecting and using of ICT tools for teaching and learning. Bakit nga ba importante ang alamin natin kung ano yung dapat nating gamitin? Okay? And third, this is the specific topic that I will be discussing. This is to create and use the QR code in teaching and learning. So, before the discussion, let me discuss to you the unlocking difficult terms which can be found in this topic. First is the technology. It is the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes, especially in industry. Second is the ICT, or the information and communication technologies. It is a broader term for information technology, which refers to all communication technologies, including the internet, wireless networks, cell phones, computers, software, middleware, video conferencing, social networking, and other media application services enabling users to access, retrieve, store, transmit, and manipulate information in a digital form. So, ang isang example nito is ang ating cellphone. So, integration. What is integration? It is the act or process of uniting different things. So, as a future teacher or an educator, why ICT integration is important in education? Okay? Let us study this diagram. As you can see, there are 5 reasons why ICT integrates in education. First, it allows effective collaboration. Paano nga ba, paano nga ba siya nagiging effective sa collaboration? First is the instant messaging. Yung mga estudyante or pwede tayong mga educator, pwede natin silang sabihan na, hey, group members kayo. So, as a group sila, magko-communicate sila, magko-collab sila, magkakaroon ng brainstorming, and etc. Second is web conferencing. Dito natin magagamit yung mga Google Meet, Zoom, or etc. like webinar. Social networking, forum or chats, dito yung kumaga yung mga sa Facebook, yung mga GC, and lastly, Wikipedia or the wiki. So, sa second reason is easy processing of information. It includes accounting tools, data loggers, computing devices, statistical tools, CPU, MIS, ERP. This is the example of the data logger. Ito pa, statistical tools. Third reason is effective accessibility to resources. This includes the search engines, ito sila, yung Google, Encyclopedia, Opera Mini, Mozilla Firefox. Then, ang metadata, browser, database, web indexing, and etc. Okay? The third reason is to allow easy sharing of resources. So, dito nga, paano nga ba ito siya naging importante ang ICT? So, first is sensor networks. Second, Bluetooth. So, diba dati, nung mga dati pa, ang ginagamit talaga is Bluetooth. Dito yung hindi pa uso yung share it. So, pwede pa Bluetooth, pwede pa pasa ng ganito, ganyan. Sa infrared, sa internet. Internet, dito yung Google. Pwede rin Google Classroom. Doon pinopost ng mga teacher yung kanilang mga learning materials and doon din makukuha ng mga estudyante o doon din nila pwedeng ipasa yung kanilang mga assignments, projects, and requirements. Share it and the Bluetooth. Yeah. It allows creativity. Bakit nga ba? Makakagamit ang mga estudyante and as well as ang mga teachers ng mga websites. Ano nga ba yung mga ibang websites na nakakatulong para sa pagiging creative? Pwede yung QR code readers, pwede yung photography, mga Adobe Photoshop, ganun. And then, camera, yung photography natin, multimedia, digital recorder, and screencasting. So, what is QR code? Familiar na ba kayo dito sa code na to? This is the QR code. So, paano nga ba to siya na invento? It is a code that was created by a Japanese corporation DensoWave in 1994. It is effectively and efficiently connecting the physical world with the electronic world. Paano nga ba? Sample is meron kang bibilhin. Or sa TV nyo, baga sa Shopee, yung mga internet, mga online shopping, ganun, meron silang papaskan sa iyo na QR code. Doon mo makikita yung ibang information sa product na gusto mong bilhin. So the QR stands for quick response. It is true. It is quick response because Kapag na-scan mo na yung code, lalabas na doon yung information na kakailanganin mo. Then, it allows the readers to decode the information at a high rate of speed. So, sa pag-create mo ng QR code, madali lang siya. You can do it in a text, URL, websites, email, kumaga yun yung ilalagay mo dun sa code. What are the few steps to easily read the codes through QR code scanner? First, make sure that you have a mobile phone with camera. It is difficult to scan a QR code if your phone doesn't have a camera. Paano nga ba natin siya ma-scan kung wala siyang camera? So, second, using the mobile phone, download from Play Store or App Store the QR code reader or scanner application. Choose an appropriate QR code reader for your operating system, whether iOS or Android. Once installed in your gadget, you can use it to read the codes. So these apps are helpful not only in education but also in the physical world. Then, third, focus your camera on the QR code and the message will be revealed to you. Pagka-scan mo doon sa code na yun, lalabas agad kung ano yung content nun, kung ano yung laman ng code na yun. Okay? So, how to create a QR code? Paano nga ba gumawa ng QR code? First, make sure na online ka. Second, search for a QR code generator and ensure that you read the information about the application. So, hindi ka pwedeng basta-basta magda-download ng mga QR code generator. Hindi lang to para sa education but sa ibang bagay na rin. Hindi pwedeng magpadalos-dalos tayo ng ating ginagawa. Make sure na i-check muna natin ang mga background nito. Third, once you have identified your free online QR code generator, you can now encode the text or the information that you want. Sample, ang ilalagay mo doon, ang gagamitin mo is yung text. So, kunwari magpapa-exam ka, ilalagay mo doon, how was the earth created? Ano yung mga ibang theories? Ganon. And then, pagkatapos nun, run it and save it as a JPEG file. Now you have successfully created your own code which you can download. And lastly, test the QR code using your QR code scanner or reader. So in the next slide, I will be showing you on how to create the QR code. There are 10 interesting ways to integrate QR codes in teaching. So, ano nga ba yung integrate? It unites. Okay? So, meaning, pwede kanyang, it is really useful in teaching. So, first is create interactive and engaging content. So, yun nga. Pag nakagawa ka na ng code, pwede mo ilagay doon yung link, kung ano nga ba yung makakatulong sa topic na yung dinidiscuss or sa mga requirements ng mga estudyante mo. So, it can enrich content you teach in a class by using QR codes that link to other resources and PDF. Second, scavenger hunts. It creates an interactive classroom activity such as scavenger hunts using QR codes that provides direction or instruction. So, it can provide direction or instructions. Example, pwedeng wala ka pero kung mas kanila yung binigay mong code, pwede silang makagawa ng mga pinapagawa mo sa kanila, such as assignments or quizzes. Third is it shares resources. Learners can use QR codes to share educational sources with each other. Sample nito is, di ba, yung sa Share It, meron siyang QR code, right? Okay. Fourth is it enhanced classroom library. Students can use QR codes to find out more about the books. Sample, sa library nyo, may nakalagay doon na QR code. Doon sa QR code na yun, pwedeng may nakalagay doon na website or link. Next is it's used in classroom activities. Ano nga ba yung ibang pwedeng gawin dito para makagawa tayo, makagamit ng QR code? Sample, meron silang activity. Kaso, yung activity na yun is kakailanganin ng maraming papers. So, pwede siyang ipa-scan mo sa mga estudyante yung QR code na yun para pwede na meron na silang soft copy na magagamit nila. So, instead of giving 3 copies, you can use your QR code. Next, it gathers students' feedback. It can create survey, polls, and forms using QR codes that can access and scan easily. Next, it provides help with homework. A detailed instruction can be made into a QR code. So using a text, you can create an instruction that is helpful. Research project. It makes students create QR codes linking other resources and web content to their research work. So, makakatulong rin pala itong QR code sa paggagawa mo ng iyong project and other activities. It communicates with parents or partners. So, sa paggamit nito, hindi naman siguro lahat ng mga parents, especially sa mga rural places, ay marunong gumamit ng QR code. So, we must make sure na ang mga parents is i-orient natin kung paano ba gamitin itong QR codes. No? So, it can share information with parents on school events or activities. Next is it provides easy access to online content. It creates QR codes with URLs. So, as what I was saying earlier, URLs, text, websites, or Gmails. So, it creates QR codes with URLs for students to gain easy access to online resources. So, pwedeng sa QR code na yun, sa ipapaskan mo sa kanila, pag-scan nila yun, makikita nila yung URL na, kunwari, ito yung URL o website na para sa inyong quiz or assignment na ipapasa sa gantong araw. So, that's the 10 interesting ways to use QR code in teaching. So, I will be giving you a quiz that is 20 items. So, every question has corresponding points to answer the questions. Create a QR code that contains your answer in each question. Make an album or file for this. So, i-compile mo lahat ng mga assignments mo through QR code na iyong gagawin. Is that clear? Okay. Assignment. Before we leave, I will be giving you an assignment to make sure that you really learn on creating and reading or scanning the QR code. Okay? Your assignment is to create a QR code with your answer in question of what did you learn on today's discussion. Make sure that all your QR codes are compiled by your class monitor before we start our class next meeting. Thank you for listening and wassalam.